What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Beyond the Blacktop podcast. It's your host, Hutch, and with me, as always, is Breon and Kodey.
Yes, sir.
And today, we're trying out something new here. We got a new format we want to throw at y'all. A couple of us, namely Breon and Kodey, have their own 5-minute segments throughout the show, talk about whatever they want to talk about. And we just wanted to try that out because I thought it was a cool idea. So we'll see how you guys like it. So today, our three main topics are the Tush Push is still legal, the WNBA season has just kicked off, and the playoffs are electric right now. So starting off with this week's breaking news, it wasn't much breaking news, but the Tush Push was voted to keep it or stay in the rules, which makes sense because I thought it was kind of ridiculous that they wanted to get rid of it anyway. So, do y'all like the Tush Push, or I want it to stay?
They just mad because they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, honestly, the Tush Push needs to stay because it's always been a part of football. And bro, you can stop it. Mm-hmm. It's just hard to do, but it can be stopped. And if you stop it, you stop it. Pretty much, they're saying the Eagles are too damn good at it, therefore let's take it out. That's ridiculous.
Like, they act like it's cheating. Like, they don't go against the rules or nothing. Like,
no rules are being broken. It's a run play.
They have a masterful line. You can't get mad at that. Their line or doing their job. Those guys are huge without pads on. That's not their fault.
And I always thought it was kind of like my fault.
And I just agree with that. Like, bro, it's not nobody's fault. Either be that dog that stops it because it's been stopped. Remember when Josh Allen tried to do a Tush Push and fumbled at the 1 yard line, and then the Vikings won the game?
Oh, this was
2 years ago.
It didn't work when they tried to do it against the Chiefs in the playoffs this past season.
Exactly. So it can be stopped. Therefore, quit complaining about it. Bro.
It was a video. I think it was either Tampa Bay. I think it was Tampa Bay. They literally stopped the Eagles from doing the Tush Push. They hopped over the line and stopped them. Mm-hmm. Like, it's so many times it's been stopped. Don't ban something that's been there. Like, stop it. Get better and stop it. Former D-line, they can go against the O-line.
Like, my thing about it is all voting on all these rules. I don't understand what. Like, they ban, like, taunting was a new thing that they introduced a few years back. Like, you getting fined or getting penalties for taunting. I'm like, bro, what? That's like if someone tried to ban whenever a baseball player pimps a home run, and then throws the bat and is like, what? It's like if they tried to ban that. Like, bro, if you don't want him to dance in your face, don't give up a home run. Don't let this man score a touchdown. Like, what? If I score a touchdown, I'm doing all the dances in the world. Like, what?
And I deserve that.
If you don't want me to do that, stop me. Don't let me.
Yep.
But then again, if you stop me, I bet what you're gonna do. You're gonna celebrate too. So
do the same exact thing.
Man, cornerbacks would be
the same exact thing.
They do that when somebody overthrow a receiver. They don't even
all the way up there. Like, man, shut up. You don't
even stop the receiver. No fly zone. Stop it. False taunting. Get him for false taunting.
False taunting. Like, you got cooked, buddy. The ball was overthrown.
You got cooked. Whatever. My quarterback just got hit and couldn't get the pass to me. You didn't do anything.
Like, with all that to say, like, when it comes down, it's usually the owners, right, that vote for all these rule changes and whatnot. And I think that's whack. I feel like there should be a set committee of people not affiliated with any team that need to either come up with rules or ban rules. Because if a team is like, this is unfair, you know what? We're gonna vote for this, and then he convinces enough of the other owners to vote for it in their favor, and it's just like it's kind of like
stupid.
It's stupid.
Like, you can go against every team that happened to lose last second to the Eagles on a Tush Push and be like, they didn't have this, you wouldn't have lost. You know what? You're right. Let me vote against it. No.
Like, that's ridiculous. They beat you with the Tush Push. We should, man, no.
And let's be real. And if we're going off the Super Bowl,
Tush Push wouldn't even matter.
It was a blowout. What are we talking about here?
Tush Push would have just made it funnier at that point because it was already done for.
It should just be one committee, and if an owner or a team wants to bring up a rule change they want, they'll send it to the committee, and they'll vote on it. Just basic governmental shit.
So we had this same talk about the stuff over for the Hall of Fame. We had the same talk about everything going on for All-Star games and all of that. Like we it's the same thing. There should be no biasness going on to any of these things. Because once you throw bias in, it's going to happen every time.
And what's concerning is the fact that it was even like brought up. Like, bro, this is a no question, no brainer. Like this is football 101. You can't stop a play, figure out how to stop it. What are we doing? Why is this even a question about banning the tush push? Like, what is your thought process of even thinking about that? Oh, it's not fair. How?
And it's funny.
Mano y mano, bro.
Like we just said. I mean, somebody, an owner or something brought this up first.
Terrible.
All right. Moving on to our very first individual segment, which in my head I have named Breon's Tea Time.
So now you get my tee it up joke?
Hey, that's fire.
Well, Breon has something that he wants to talk about, or he thinks is important to talk about, and he'll, enlighten us.
All right, so for the viewers at home, I've been dabbling in golf a little bit recently, and what got me this past weekend was the PGA Championship. It's almost like the Masters, where the best in the U.S. anyways, seems like they're dominant because the U.S. is 1 through 5, which shout out to the U.S. for that. But like, where the pot is whoever wins 19 million, that's your winning.
Ooh.
So put that in perspective. Like, it's some cheddar on it. But I just want to give a shout out quick to Scotty Scheffler because, like, bro, he went into this tournament and literally dominated the competition. And by dominating, I mean he went -11, and the closest person to him was -6.
Damn.
The lower scores, for people that don't know golf, the lower scores, the better.
He won by 7
You don't want these
strokes
high scores.
Or 6 strokes?
He won by 5.
Oh, 5, right. My fault.
5 strokes. The closest person to him they're all tied for second place, which is -6.
That's insane.
He had -11.
He was just all over him.
So he was all over everybody.
So all of them tied, and he was like, "All right, y'all."
Yeah, let me take off because like it was tied till like day 2. By day 3, Scotty's like, "This is mine."
Was he winning the whole time?
No, he wasn't winning the whole time. He was actually okay. So this is what's crazy. Bryson DeChambeau was winning day 2. He had -7. Scotty had -5, and Scotty was like in the top 10. And then, or no, that was day 1. Day 2, that's when Scotty just took off. And Bryson, I want to talk about Bryson DeChambeau real quick. Bryson DeChambeau, every time I've watched a golf tournament, this man sells. He's always leading at first and then just loses it. Bryson DeChambeau actually, he was leading -7 throughout the whole thing. He actually finished -6, which is like, in reality, that's not terrible. But bro, he was like at -1 at one point, even at one point after leading for 2 days.
He got locked in.
He did the same thing in the Masters. He was up. He was up 2 days again and just shit the bed. Bad. He ended up in like 16th place, 17th.
Damn.
So yeah, man, that's my little segment right there, man. Shout out to Scotty for winning 19 million.
Big M's.
Shout out for locking in.
Big
Scotty.
M's. Yeah. And he's the number one golfer in the world. So, I mean, what do you expect?
I can respect it.
19 M's is crazy.
That is crazy.
For first place. Imagine what, like, third place got.
Still got paid.
Yeah.
All
Still
right.
got a bag.
Moving on to our second topic of the evening. The WNBA kicked off this past week. And, of course, as it was last year, there was controversy between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark.
Who would have guessed that?
Oh, man.
I'm
shocked.
Not I.
I'm shocked. But for those of you that don't know, I guess all of last season, it was just a huge, just toxic relationship between all WNBA fans, particularly Angel Reese fans, Chicago Sky fans, and Caitlin Clark fans, and Fever fans. And it was just anything possible. They was racism, who's better. All she does is get her own rebounds. She gets 7 turnovers a game. She everything in the book has been said.
You name it.
At this point.
You name it.
And this,
you name it.
You know, if you thought that things were gonna get better, you were wrong. Shit did not get better at all.
Amplifies the seasons go.
This
is a rivalry.
What should have been like a regular foul turned into an entire race debate. It got bad, dog. So
that was a little flagrant foul, but it still was basketball, so it doesn't matter.
My thing is, I didn't think it was a flagrant foul.
They called it. They called it a flagrant foul.
Which is, whatever. But I thought it was.
I ain't gonna lie.
Don't let her get this bucket type of foul.
Exactly, and I ain't gonna lie. There's a such thing as a hard foul. Sometimes you just get fouled a little hard.
Yeah,
but like Angel Reese is so. Okay, this is bad to say, but it feels like she's so emotional sometimes, bro. Like,
I mean, and there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, sometimes there could be something wrong with that. That's not always in your benefit. And in this case, I just feel like she was a little over the top. And I only think that because it was Caitlin. If Angel Reese got fouled by anybody else that same exact way, she's not reacting like that. Because that wasn't even a hard foul, bro. Let's be real. It was not even that hard of a foul. Cool, you could call a foul for it. It definitely was. But it wasn't no get up and try to fight foul.
Shoot, last year.
Come on, bro.
What was it? Nafisa Collier hit her with a whole elbow midair, and she laid hard. She didn't want to fight her, and I was like, "What's going on?" I would have fought somebody for that elbow to the face like that.
But I will say this though.
But where's that same energy when it comes to somebody else that's not Caitlin?
But I was gonna say, like, you gotta think about it too, bro. Sometimes you get that rivalry, and if somebody hits you or do something, you automatically take it that way. Like, for instance, it's one person in the NBA, and we all know who it is. I didn't even gotta say that man's name. If he fouls somebody, they're gonna take it the wrong way 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure viewers know who it is. Like, I'm pretty sure they knew before you even said who it was. Like, we all know. And just because of his reputation, like, we know that's what he does. We know that he's not going to be a bully. Like, but even some rivalries.
But that's not correlation with Caitlin, though.
I'm saying, but even some rivalries, like, if for some reasons the Pistons and the Timberwolves, they have a raging beef right now, where a small foul turned into a big old fight earlier this season with DiVincenzo and them. It was a regular common foul, and they started throwing hands.
Shoot, man, I'm pretty sure the first hard foul in the next Knicks-Pacers game is going to end up in a scuffle.
I can believe it. They lucky it, but listen, I'm telling y'all right now, the Pacers are hooping, but if the Knicks somehow win and the Timberwolves somehow win, it's going to be a whole lot of fouls that might end up in the hands thrown.
Well,
I'm just saying.
The crazy thing, I feel like, the craziest thing that came out of this beef was the fact that RG3 and Ryan Clark, they beef on Twitter. I don't know if y'all seen it.
I did.
That's so random, bro. That's so random.
That shit ended with one of them having to announce to the world that they had a biracial kid. That don't even make. I was like, what? Because I think it was like RG3 said something dumb shit like Angel Reese hates. It's clear that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark because she white. He probably ain't saying it like that, but that's what it sounded like. But
that did sound real harsh.
That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like, and it was like he was saying
right.
Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark and what and this and that, and then Ryan Clark came out and was like, bruh, I mean. It feels like you talking like this and you're using your white wife as an excuse to talk like this, like this and that and this and that. And then Le'Veon Bell was like, bruh, don't you got a white baby mama? And I was like, whoa.
Why does that matter?
What are we doing?
Why does that even matter at all?
All over a flagrant foul.
All over a kind of flagrant foul.
Like, where's all these correlations coming from?
And then Ryan Clark
get thrown out there.
And then Ryan Clark had to have a whole like Instagram post like, this is my kid, her mom is white, this and that. And this and that. I'm like, bro, what's going on?
It's never that deep.
Never was.
Talk about basketball, dog.
Can we talk about the fact that once Haley Van Lift, another white player, got drafted to the team, Angel Reese was the first person to tweet and say, "Yay, my teammate is back on my team. Let's run it back." It has nothing to do with nothing to do with Caitlin Clark being white. They've been doing this since high school, bro. Yeah. This is nothing. Their beef just got intensified. And you ever heard them in off-season times? There's no beef. It's all on the court.
I feel like this is only the fans. Like, I grant you, Indiana Fever fans, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of racists out there. Like, yeah, fuck, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
that's wrong.
That's not right. I wouldn't be surprised either.
That's fucked up. And I'm sure there's some people on Angel Reese is like, man, fuck that white girl, bro. Like, what? Like,
and I believe that as well.
And that's fucked up too. But it's like,
and that's where I think, like you said, that's where it comes from. It stems from their fans. Yeah. The real beef and the real racial part stems from their fans.
Mm-hmm.
But who puts that flame on there? The fuel to that flame. The damn media.
Yeah. Oh yeah, media gonna run with it every time.
The Ryan Clark, the RG3, like they just added so much that didn't need to be. Now they're talking about race and I have a biracial kid. Like that's insane to me.
To build like you're right.
It took so much. It's all good. It just took so much to like freaking. And this is just hoops, bro. It's just two women that are different skin color battling. Come on, bro.
And perfect example of that was on, I think it was First Take, and it was Stephen A. and Molly is she's like the she brings up the topics and whatnot, and then there's the other girl.
Okay.
I forgot her name. She got like the short hair, but I think she played in the league at one point, and they were talking about the play, and they weren't talking about any of the race, any of that. And then Molly brings up the race. She was like, "Do you think this has anything to do with her being black?" And then they were both like, "No." Like they're pretty much like, "Shut up." Like, what are you talking about?
Leave that where it is.
And leave it to them other people.
Yeah, leave that to the people who don't know actual hoops. We finna talk about what really happened right here. Bucky was finna get got. Caitlin said, Angel Reese can barely shoot free throws. Let me foul her real quick and make her make these.
And she missed the free throw.
That's my point, bro.
Why too? Because she's probably all in her emotions. Oh, because Caitlin.
And you got up and got mad. You let her get in your head. Another win. Like, bro.
It was funny. It was like right before that foul happened, Angel Reese shoved Caitlin Clark's teammate in the back of the head too. And Caitlin Clark was like, "No foul."
Yo, now I'm talking about this.
And now I'm finna foul you hard as hell now.
Hey, but aside from this BS, the rest of the basketball world that actually were just hooping and not doing anything crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all see what happened with Paige?
Her first game wasn't that good, but her second game hooped.
It ain't even that, bro. Her first game, she was out there battling with everybody. She was getting bruised, getting bumped, getting. She was getting welcome to the league.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the gym right after that.
Exactly.
She was battling and said, "I'm back in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't built ready yet. I'm finna get ready." She was still hooping though. Don't get me wrong. She was still getting her
That
buckets.
second game, she dropped what 19, 8, and like 9. Hooped.
Hey,
this little welcome to the league moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but she know what it would make her do. Oh, weight room, huh? Let me get back in that mug then. Mm-hmm. I was bodying people in college. I can guard 1 through 4. Not no more.
And I will be honest to you. It's not necessarily like she went to the gym and got better in one day. No. It's just like I don't know how to explain it, but like coming from college and going to the league, it wasn't necessarily like the welcome to the league moment it's more of like, oh, okay, this is what it's like. And then like that, you get used to it. So maybe that, like, because you don't really go full speed until you go against other people.
Yeah.
So it's like, now she's like, oh, okay, this is what it feels like. Bam. That's all it takes. At least for the good athletes. For me, I was like, oh, okay. This is a slight difference from college, but not really. But this is what it feels like. This is what it looks like. This is how the atmosphere is. Therefore, it changes everything.
I need to tweak this real quick. I need to train this a little different.
But it's not even that, because it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like this switch that goes off. It's just like, okay, this is what it is. And then it's like you immediately get comfortable. It's like having a baby. I keep looking down because my baby's right here. So if y'all watching live or watching this on YouTube, I keep looking down because he's right here. But like at first I was timid. Then the next day I'm like, okay, I got this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were sitting there like, holding one of the Heisman pose.
Right. But at first I was like, what do I do? Like, oh, I gotta pat his back super. Nah, the nurse was yelling at me, hit his back to burp him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, in that sense, it's kind of, it feels the same exact way. Like that first game, that first practice is just like, oh, it's nerves, it's the feel. Oh, okay, now I understand. So my next time I go out, I'm gonna be much more comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Hit that lethal shooter. I understand it now.
Yes, that's legit what it is, in the sense of like, oh, okay, this is how it feels, and I can handle it. That's different. Some people be like, oh, this is how it feels. This is too much.
I get it. That's how I was going from little league to high school football, and then when I played in college, I walked on for a minute. I was like, oh, these hits don't hurt.
Exactly, bro. It's a little. It's like you get a little bit of taste. Okay, this isn't bad. Then you go, or you get a little bit of taste. This is not for me. And shake. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
But I remember
because it could only go one or two ways. Like Paige, she could have shit the bed the rest of the time, but she's like, oh, I shit the bed this first game. I'm just a rookie, and this is my first time feeling this full speed, and now I'm comfortable. Because us athletes, y'all athletes too, we meditate on that shit till the next time. Next time I will be better. That's what we thinking. And that's what we're thinking.
What's the scariest thing for a new person? When they get comfortable, that's scary for the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Because now that I feel good, oh, you finna see what I've been doing to everybody else.
Now it's starting to feel like practice. Oh, you're in trouble, bro.
Oh, you're getting
cooked.
Don't let me feel comfortable like it feels like it's practice.
It's kind of like Caleb.
Yeah, because what we doing in practice, we trying shit. We trying a bunch of shit. We trying shit that we never done before.
That was Caitlin the whole second half of the season last year.
Man, what? Couldn't miss a shot.
She was just pulling shit to pull shit
everywhere,
point, bro.
Didn't matter. Yeah. And now this season, she's already tied for most triple doubles in the WNBA history, and she hasn't even played 50 games yet.
Second season is already like top 3 in the record books for some shit. I forget what they were saying. I was watching the first half of the game. Like, that's crazy.
Most assists in a game. That's crazy.
All I know is, bro, I feel like the W is gonna be the same way the NBA was this year, bro. It's gonna be a lot of where this team come from. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a lot of we was expecting this already, and it's gonna be some young people on the rise, bro.
I think the sparks is gonna be one of those teams that nobody expected to be good.
I ain't gonna lie, Cameron Brink coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They finna be a
and
problem.
then Plum, Kelsey Plum, she dropped like she dropped like 36?
She dropped 40 in her first game or something
Crazy.
like that, bro. Just as the Aces came to the spark and said, "What's up? What's
That's
up?"
insane. She's already too comfortable. That's a problem.
Bro, she was already comfortable where she was at. Went to the new team and said, "Ain't nothing changed. I'm still her."
Mm-hmm. And I think
I'm still one of the best scorers in the league. What you mean?
My two favorite teams to like go the distance are the Fever and the Liberty. Cause the Liberty came out and gave the Aces the work.
The Liberty didn't lose nobody,
like
bro.
20 points.
They just won and didn't lose anybody.
I feel bad for the Aces because they lost like everybody.
And Sabrina's still on that team, ain't she?
Mm-hmm. Sabrina and Stewie.
Mm-hmm. That's dirty.
It's basically like when that's like when Steph got KD, but it ain't the same because they won one before that.
That's true, but it's still true regardless of how you want to put it. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
that's dirty.
That's literally what they compare Sabrina to Steph, and they compare Stewie to KD. It's literally perfect.
Yeah, no,
they both cold-blooded.
I can't wait till more teams.
And her shoes are fire. I ain't gonna lie.
But Sabrina's shoes are so fire.
So
I want a pair.
They remind me of some they remind me of Kobe's.
Bro, I want a pair.
They remind me of some Kobe's.
I think
I love Kobe's.
Like them. Yeah, but I want a pair.
Bro. But what you said, I totally agree with, James. I can't wait till they expand a little more. Was it 2 more teams coming next year?
I think so, yeah.
Toronto
and Seattle. Not Seattle. I forgot the other team. I think it might be a team in Texas. Maybe.
I did not know they were bringing 2 more teams on.
Yeah,
Next season.
It made the draft me bigger too. Mm-hmm. But the draft added like 9 picks this year off of one player.
But
one
so many players got cut.
That's the other thing, bro. It's making me mad, bro.
Like I'm pretty sure the Valkyries cut all the rookies, which was like 2 of them, but they cut them.
The Golden State Valkyrie had 3 picks in the inaugural draft. None of those picks are on the roster anymore.
They all got cut.
Jeez.
That Asian girl was tough. I can't even remember her name right now, but
Deja Kelly got signed to the Aces and one of the preseason games, cooked and hit a game-winning buzzer beater.
The next day?
No longer on the team.
The next day. It was the next day. She dropped like 20. In the game winner, they cut her the next day.
Fuck, bro. Like, what more can I do? Did she get picked up by anybody?
I don't even know. I don't even think so. That's the problem with so little teams is that there's so little roster spots.
Yeah.
It's like, you gotta think about it. You gotta
be perfect.
The NBA has 30 teams.
Mm-hmm.
30. Is it exactly 30?
Yeah, 30 teams, yeah. No, 32?
Yeah.
Might be 32.
30
no,
32.
The NFL is 32.
Yeah.
So I thought the NBA was 30.
Because it's 15 and 15.
I might be wrong.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I was getting.
Let me see. If I'm gonna get it wrong, I think WNBA got like half 12? Of that.
12? They got 12, I think. Or
13. That's 12 teams total?
12 teams total, I think. I think.
You gotta think about it, bro. Because technically, each team gets 1 pick in the draft. Technically. And there's 30 picks for each round in the NBA. So, that's how many they had. And like he just said, literally, the W has 12.
12 teams.
12 teams total.
And that's not a lot of.
Actually, I lied. No, they have 13 now, thanks to the Valkyrie.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that already.
Yeah, that's not a lot of spots for sure.
And it's only like 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have like 12 players per team.
Wait, hold on.
It's like 12 to 15.
Yeah, 12 to 15.
Some people don't suit up, obviously, but yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the Sky actually just sold like a huge stake of their team to somebody for like $400 million.
Pretty sure I remember that. Seen that too.
It happened today, and I didn't read the article, so I can't really.
But yeah, bro, they got 13 teams over there.
That's tough, bro. That's so tough.
They don't even have one conference in the NBA.
How many games do they have a year? Only 12, 13 teams.
They have 42 games.
That's
I do
still not bad.
believe.
That's still a good amount of basketball.
I think they have
It's
42.
half. It's half of what the NBA has.
Yeah.
But does everybody make the playoffs?
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what. Ain't that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, how is it?
I'm pretty sure 6 teams make it. So half. Either
Oh, okay.
6 or 8.
I mean, that makes
It's either 6 or 8.
that makes sense.
I can't remember which.
I think somebody still gets a bye.
Because and they don't do 4-game series either. They do 3 games.
The top 8 teams make the playoffs, which is played as a bracket tournament with a best of 3.
Mm-hmm. Best of 3.
And the best of 5 for the semi and the final rounds now.
Because I remember always seeing the WNBA finals has just started, and then 4 days later, the WNBA finals just ended. I'm like, what? It's supposed to be
literally,
like
it feels
a
like
week
so
or two. Like, what's going on?
Bro, the games happen so fast, especially people getting swept. Like,
mm-hmm.
bro, I mean, that one year when the Aces played against the
They
Liberty,
won in 2 games.
they got to that so fast, bro.
2 games.
It was the fact of because the Liberty and the Aces were so good in their respective side of their brackets, they were smacking competition to where each thing was a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But hopefully with more teams, that improves.
So to be 15 teams next year, that means maybe they'll make it top 10?
Maybe. Or keep
need
it
one
at,
more.
or 8.
5 and 5?
They need one more
Still
team.
keep it at 8, make it.
I think keep it at 8. And then just increase the series to like best of 4, I think.
Yeah.
With the 5. We can do
Best
4.
of 5. Yeah, whatever.
True.
All right. Moving on to our second segment of the evening, what I've been calling Cody's collective thoughts.
Hey.
Ooh.
I like
Give
that.
it to you, sir.
I like that. So, as we all know, I'm a basketball fanatic, high school on up. And we know that my favorite team is Duke. We know this. But controversy with that is we just signed a player from Barcelona. And he was a professional basketball player. And looking into this, it's just crazy because he's 18 years old and he was playing for the Barcelona B team at first, but he got called up to the big team and he joined them for this season. But in April, he went against their decision to say no, he can't go to the Nike Hoop Summit, which is for high school players showcase themselves. He went anyway, had a breakout performance. All colleges want him now. But he was playing pro this whole time. But they cut him from the team after he went to the Nike Hoop Summit. Because it was a breach in his contract, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So would y'all think is that why he got eligible to play in college now? Because he can't play pro over no more?
So, in my opinion, I didn't know that he was on the B team, played not even a year, and then got kicked off the team. So, in that sense, I mean, he's only 18. Respectfully, I feel like it's fine. But I thought it was going to be another Lucas situation where he played pro since he was 15, 16.
Yeah, like 6. Yeah, no, it ain't that.
And then if like say let's just bring Luka into this. Like say he went to college in the States after being pro and dominating the pro league, that would be the issue.
Or like Wemby.
Yeah, or like Wemby. Like that would be a complete issue. But like in this sense, I feel like honestly it's okay. I mean, now that I know more information, I feel like it's better. And shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, cool. He got a little bit of taste of the pros and playing with other guys. That'll benefit him in the long run. But he's only 18 years old.
He turned 19.
And he'll probably be one and done too.
He turned 19 in a couple weeks, but yeah.
So did he
shout out
time when he was on the team?
Yeah, he said he had a breakout game in March. He had 21 points and 3 assists.
Okay.
and a win over another team over there.
Or is it just
CB.
Duke cheating as always? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hey, whoa. We don't cheat. You're really good at recruit. John gets,
But here's
John wants.
Here's my question to you though, or both you guys, if y'all know this information. What's the rule on if you go pro?
Usually when you
and
go
then
pro,
try to come back.
That's a wrap.
It's normally
a deal, right?
a no-go.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. LaMelo.
That's why.
Exactly. That's exactly what came to mind.
When he was in high school, he went to play Lithuania. He came back and played his senior year in high school, but he couldn't go to college
because he was considered pro still.
They wouldn't let him go to college. So that's why he ended up going over to
NBL.
Yeah, in Australia.
So I feel like if that's the case, it needs to be the same type of energy.
I think so too, which is why I was confused this whole time of him getting recruited. I was like, what do y'all mean with getting somebody from Barcelona? Like, he just played. But then I saw him playing the Hoop Summit, and I was even more confused. I was like, it's okay, he's playing in a high school Hoop Summit. I'm lost. Like, bro.
Yeah, no.
I've been confused.
If that's the case, they need No. I retracted my statement then. If that's the case, they need to stand on business, and he need to either go back overseas or declare for the draft. But right? Is he too young? I don't know. But regardless,
he's not too young.
Yeah, then he needs to declare for the draft. That's not
or go
like
play in the
where
G League
is
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, where's the cutoff? If they did the same thing just a few years ago to LaMelo, where's the cutoff?
This is why I brought this topic for us to talk about, because I'm gonna look into it some more because we got the whole summer until he actually gets there. But that's confusing because we have somebody we signed from a different school, but he's currently in the draft process right now and it's looking pretty good for him. So we don't know if he's gonna stay or not. So they end up basically signing him as he's a replacement if we don't get him back, but if not, we'll get both and that's fine. But how? Like, this man's been a pro, bro. Like, that's like you going and signing with the Chiefs, and then once you got released, you said, "Oh, I'm going back to S&T." Huh?
Yeah. And I couldn't. Maybe I would have, but I couldn't go back. So you got to keep that same energy, bro.
Bro, I think even in one of his statements, he was boasting about how he got to play against older people, and now he gets to play against people his age and get that same, like, the duality of, I'm playing against older heads. Let me see how I play against people my age.
That's fair.
You gotta declare, bro.
Gotta declare.
I retract my statement so quick. No,
like,
gotta keep that same energy.
He said he signed with Duke because he played on the same team as Jabari Parker this year.
Not fair.
That's insane, bro. Not fair. And that's like, that should be like an NCAA violation, bro. You can't play with it.
You play with a former Duke player, and then next thing you know, it's like, hey, bro, you should go to Duke.
That's insane. Yeah, nope.
Imagine this, hey, bro, I ain't passing you the ball that you declare for Duke. Like, bro, what?
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Insane.
But he been off the team since, I don't know when their season starts, so kind of it's all iffy, but he been off the team since April.
I'm not trying to hear none of that, bro. He got to declare.
I'm just saying, like, is that the angle I'm trying to prove? Like, he ain't play a full season type of shit?
I guess so.
No. Doesn't matter.
Once you sign that, but LaMelo played a full season. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I get that, but he was still considered a pro. He got to suit up. He had a breakout performance, like you said. Yep. In a pro game, who cares if it's overseas? You were in a professional basketball game. Therefore, you need to stay with the professionals. Nah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's like, for instance, I'm gonna put it here and I'm gonna leave it alone. Because it's just beating a dead horse at this point. Baseball. You can go pro in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, bro, you ain't gotta do all that. I think LaMelo should have not came back and played high school basketball his senior year.
I think at that point he just wanted to be a regular teenager.
Yeah, but you have played against professionals overseas. You came back, went to a private school with all hoopers, so you know your team gonna be good. It wasn't Mount Verde, but you went to a school that's like designed for this, and then said, "Oh, I'm one of the best players in the nation." You think? Like,
who would have guessed?
I'm the one point guard. Ooh.
It worked out for him, so
maybe it'll work
that's
out
just
for this
some
kid.
But
that's just something we can't talk about.
Yeah, I think the same thing with him too, though.
But LaMelo couldn't go to college.
He couldn't, so I agree with you. Sorry, Dame. I love that you signed with us, but I don't think you should be there, bro. Hey, but if you are there next year, go crazy.
Gosh. All right, that's it for Cody's segment. We're moving on to our final topic
crazy looking at
of the day, which is the NBA playoffs have been pretty spectacular so far. The Indiana Pacers beat the New York Knicks crazy yesterday, and the Timberwolves fell to the OKC Thunder on, I think it was Tuesday, in a pretty disappointing show.
They didn't fall. They got pushed over.
They said they
got pushed over.
Shoved off the cliff.
They didn't trip,
man.
No. Pushed it.
Pushed questions I pose. Is SGA a free throw merchant, and is Halliburton really like that?
I want to say two yeses. I want to say two yeses.
No, because look. I saw this happen to so many people, but I turned the game on. It was 7 to 10 or 7 to 5, and SGA had 7 free throws in the first quarter. And I was just like, wait, what? It's been 6 minutes. How does he have 7 free throws already? And then you see all the clips of just the Timberwolves just standing next to him with their hands down. They're not even touching him, and it's a whistle. And it's like, damn, Casper? What are we doing? But I know it's a part of the game. And that's fine.
Not to play devil's advocate, though. But
go ahead.
That man's also a walking bucket, so it's really hard to stop him.
That's fair. That's fair. And free throws are part of the game.
Exactly, yeah. And drawing fouls are too.
Yeah,
but he did end up having 16 free throws himself.
I'll say this: he's a mastermind at getting fouled. Why? Because I feel like he's a guard that's just a little too big.
He is technically
guard. Exactly.
He play the one.
But he's playing the one. So that means ones and twos have to guard him. They're going to foul him 8 times out of 10 because he's just that much more bigger. And he can get to his spots at ease.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let him get to that midi because it's done deal. But if he can get you to the lane, and you're a smaller guy, I mean, what else can you do besides foul him or?
But let's think about this.
Look like you
James. Let's think about this, James. Who else?
But exactly.
I'm just gonna put another name out there.
James Harden.
He also played for that team. He also is a shooting guard who plays the one. And they said the same thing about him because
I've seen James Harden get 31 free throws in the game.
Bro, they can't guard that man sometimes, bro. And he's big. So, it's really hard to stop. But I will agree with you. I was watching the game last night, and Jalen Brunson literally was dribbling past Naismith. Naismith's hands were up the entire time. He never once reached or nothing. Brunson went for a layup. They called a foul. I said, where was the foul? Nobody, no nothing.
There was a few times that happened.
Okay, that's what I was about to say because there's always a foul using the body.
Bro,
sometimes not here. Sometimes it's one of those, you know what I'm saying?
I say his chest was back and everything, bro.
A few of those
nothing.
With SGA was egregious. There was a couple of times where he would Euro through the lane and nobody touched this man, but he would throw it up and fall, and they were like, foul. He's like, bro, no one. And then they have to go back to the tape and be like, oh, our fault.
You heard what he said? Mastermind.
Now that's crazy.
But this is what we got to talk about, James. With that being said, when you're a superstar, you get those kind of fouls.
That's fair.
He had to work for that. It wasn't always like that.
It was,
but he was doing the same shit.
I mean, he's doing the same thing, bro, on the Clippers. I watched him when he first got here. When he first got in the league, he was doing the exact same movements with the Clippers.
You can see the Timberwolves.
But now he's got that superstardom. Therefore, he gets the fouls called for him. Mm-hmm. Why? Because it's who he is. I think Kobe Bryant said something like that. Like, bro, I'm a star now. I get those calls now.
And bro, if you look at how
he doesn't get the fouls called. Why? Because I'm a star now.
Like, if you look at the way SGA play, bro, he studies
in the refs. It's in the refs, bro. Like they'll be like, oh, that's LeBron. That's a foul.
Bro, you don't remember the clip from back in the day?
Michael Jordan?
They beat, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you say happened? I believe you. What?
Yeah, I believe you.
What? You didn't even see it.
You didn't see nothing. Mike said, bro, he fouled me. He did, Michael? I believe it. Huh?
Like, but that's why I say, like, yeah, James, at the same, he does live on a free throw line, at least this series and a couple of others. But at the same damn time, it comes with the stardom, bro.
If it works,
and he earned it, bro.
If it earned it. Works.
Hey, but no, I seen an egregious video earlier of Jalen Brunson grabbing Naismith's hand and smacking himself in the face with it, bro, to get a foul call. Like, crazy. He literally lifted his hand up to smack him and then flop back. I looked and said, I hope they didn't call that. Because that is horrible. Like, I watched this happen.
Yeah, that's wild. What else was egregious?
Bro, the way the ball went in the hoop is crazy.
New York Knicks fans was having Vietnam flashbacks. Was like, don't let this be Reggie Miller again.
And you know what was you want to know what's so cold about that Selly? Because they did choke. The Knicks were up like 15.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just that. Free throws were chewing them up, bro.
Bro, clanks.
Yeah. Done.
Naismith came in with 5 minutes left in the game, hit 8 threes.
Bro, he was just pulling.
Straight tough. And hitting everything. Everything he pulled up, he was hitting.
That is what you call stay ready, bro, so you ain't got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
When your number is called, show out. That's what that's called, bro.
Yep.
He came in and said, what you say, coach? What you need me to do? Stop guarding Brunson and score? What we just say last week? Glue guys. The whole first 3 quarters, your job was to lock Brunson up. Now, I need you to score. Gotcha, coach.
Yep.
Blicky.
Man. Automatic.
He damn near single-handedly brought him back. That shit was impressive.
Hey, but I will say this, bro. I did see another video earlier. Did y'all see the goaltend?
The missed goaltend? I heard about it, but I ain't see it.
Bro.
But we can't go there. Hold on. Before you even go there, we cannot go there, dog. Because plays are not plays. There was other plays to be made.
Yeah.
Because there was a goaltend or whatever. Uncalled, not called goaltend or whatever. Bro, there's so much more that could have been done before that.
I'm not going for that.
They could have made free throws. Like James said, they could have made free throws. We'd be talking about a different kind of game.
I'm not even going for that. I was just going to say how bad it was, how obvious of a goaltend it was. Like, that's not why he lost the game, but damn, it was obvious.
He said it was bad.
You ain't calling, bro. And Brunson mad because it gave him a 5-point swing. They missed the goaltend, and then down on the other end, one of your best defenders, in Mikal Bridges, gets his face blown off with a 3-pointer in the corner by Nimhard, who's your height, Brunson, and I'm pretty sure Mikal is way bigger than you. So,
man, I'll put it to you like this: you botched a 13 or 15-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
Shut your ass up. You know what I'm saying?
He was so mad, bro. Like,
Cat and OG missed crucial free throws.
If you made one more free throw, OG, Halliburton's shot wouldn't have mattered.
Yep.
His foot was on the line.
They wanted
you
no
needed
parts of
one
those
more.
free throws, bro. You could see it in their eyes that they didn't want to be there, bro.
You missed the first one. You made the second one. Halliburton came down, and you lucky his foot was on the line. If he wore a half size smaller, y'all was been going home.
And the celly would have been even more egregious.
Oh, the celly would have been great. Oh
my
man,
gosh.
That would have been everywhere. It's already everywhere now, but it would have been everywhere.
Crazy.
Gamer.
Yeah. And to answer your question, James, is Halliburton overrated? Fuck no.
No. I think he asked, was he like that?
I said he's like
he says he liked that. And yes.
Oh, yes, he's like that. He's like that, bro. And he's proven that the votes that he got from his peers that he's overrated, you just shut that shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, we already discussed this last time that he was 11 for 12 on last minute shots. Now he's 12 for 13.
Yeah.
He didn't make it worse. He made it better.
Bro, the best part of the celebration was Reggie Miller's reaction with the damn point. I got it right here. I don't know if y'all seen it. Bruh.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So bro, the point
even
that
that's
I was
iconic.
like, oh my goodness. You looking like the Godfather right there.
That gives me chills, bro. That gives me chills.
That was, bro.
Imagine,
that was the official passing of the torch, bro.
Like, bro, your team's GOAT, right? Because obviously Reggie Miller's the Pacers GOAT.
Now we know.
Hits you 100%. With one of them after you. That's crazy. I got 100%. Chills right now. Like, that's wild.
Bro, that gives
me chills.
That's disgusting.
That's tough.
And to do it the way he did after they were down, that's just dirty, bro.
But first off, not only do you get the approval of your team's GOAT
from the OG,
you're doing his celebration against the team. Like, it's so much history behind this, bro.
Next game, you got to hold his nuts.
He's calling the game. What are they?
And he's calling
everything. Just set up. Everything was set up perfect,
bro. This was the stars got aligned. The planets were in alignment.
Yep,
man.
This is what it was, bro.
I bet you $100 in the final game. Karl Anthony Towns is gonna blow a layup for the win. He's gonna blow it.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
I'm telling you, bro. History repeats itself. He's gonna blow the layup, just like Patrick Ewing blew his layup for the game.
Bro, that'd be insane.
Nah, bro, it'll be that would be the craziest thing ever.
Just a little tangent about Karl Anthony Towns. Y'all think he's a bit of a crybaby?
Just a little bit. Oh, 100. Just a little bit.
Like, bro, just hoop, dog.
I don't know.
You don't need everything to go to your way.
Mm-mm.
I think he needs a mental coach, like
and stop changing his voice.
I mean, we all do, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that'll get him right to where he's not fucking complaining all the time.
He does complain a lot.
Well, he gets touched on his freaking finger. He's like, ah.
Why don't he just look at his point guard?
Man, what?
Now he's still a hooper. Don't get me wrong, but
Jalen Brunson also is a foul baiter, but Jalen Brunson don't complain about nothing.
He knows what he is.
Hoop. He's there to hoop. Oh yeah, he definitely knows he's a foul baiter.
He knows
100%.
All right, but from looking at these both these games, what's your take on the series? Who you know what each team needs to do in order to win
before I make that comment, let me see the score is in the game right now.
Oh, here we go.
OKC's up by a little bit. I have it up right now, but it's
in halftime, 58-50. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After I seen Anthony Edwards' face in the post game conference
when he was laughing.
No.
Oh, you didn't see that one?
I saw the one when he was locked in.
Oh,
where he was he's like a lion looking at a gazelle. I'm kind of scared for them. But I think if the Thunder go up 2-0, it's gonna be a very interesting series because I got them still on one in Minnesota.
That's fair.
So if they win this one, I'm scared for Minnesota.
I just don't think Minnesota has enough offensive power to keep up with OKC. So therefore, I got
that based on OKC's defense or OKC's offense.
Based on OKC's offense.
Okay,
like their OKC's offense will outscore Timberwolves.
Yeah,
because Gobert is a liability.
You saying offense? Period. They gonna
offensively. Period. Right now, I feel like OKC has that edge to where like if Ant is even off just a little bit, they're screwed.
Mm-hmm.
If Randall is off just a little bit, they're screwed.
They got to go bucket.
Whereas,
bro, they got to go bucket for bucket.
Whereas with the fucking OKC, Caruso could go fucking off, and they'll be great. I didn't even talk about the other three.
We already know the other three. Exactly. We know they're going to. And it's crazy because if one of them have a bad game, it's okay. Offensively.
Yeah. It's never defensively.
And that's the scary part. That's why I asked you that, because honestly, bro, I think what you said is true, but on the defensive end, I think OKC ability to switch on defense is what's going to be the difference in this.
Yeah.
The fact that J-Dub can guard 1 through 5.
I don't know, man. I got Jay McDaniels.
He's also a dog. So that's why I'm not.
They need to not play Rudy Gobert is what they need to do, because he was atrocious.
It's hard. It's hard not to though, bro.
I know.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Because
it's really hard not to, because that's their center.
Like, even if you put Nas in, no,
he's not tall enough. Because they got 2-7.
I mean,
that's where Chet will go
against Chet. I mean, I think Nas can go against Chet.
But then
it's just he can't deal with. That's what he can't deal with. He can't deal with both of them. Yeah. And Julius Randle not tall enough.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Hey, but personally, for finals, well, go ahead. You got some before that. I'm talking about the finals. So,
and I was just going to talk about the other side, I think.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, we can talk about that
too. So with the Pacers and the Knicks, I honestly thought the Knicks would be better in the sense of like a little bit, at least show a little bit more dominance. And it was looking that way for first through the third quarter, and then they just shit the bed. So I feel like if they don't get it together, Pacers might F around and the Knicks might find out. You know what I'm saying?
The Knicks did what the Celtics did in the first game. The Celtics came in overconfident, go up by 20, like, we're the Celtics, we just gonna shoot all these threes or keep this, but then they lost it at the end. And then the Knicks come in overconfident. And when you look at the Pacers, they don't got the big names. They only got like one. They got a well-coached team.
They got 1.5.
And yeah, I guess you can count Siakam if you want to.
Yeah.
But they're just well-coached. They stay on you throughout the whole game. But the Knicks just acted like they was the Celtics, like they was better than already. Yeah. It was already better. And then that's why they lost it at the end. The same way the Celtics would lose to the Knicks, because the Celtics was like, man, we better than these. We beat them last year. We going to beat them again, or whatever the case may be.
I'm saying, you win them how you lose them, and you lose them how you win them.
And the Celtics did it every game. And I'm scared that the Knicks is going to do the same thing.
Man, so with that being said, if the Knicks continue on that path, bro, I got Indy. Because Indy, one thing about them, like you just said, they're well coached. They will not give up, bro. They're not giving up.
They play hard defense.
They play hard defense. Yeah,
they have a bench.
And they like their bench. I was just getting there. Their bench helps them. Their bench is like
amazing.
I got you. Their bench is like I got you, and they're all in a like. It's weird to say, but they're all like in a cohesive unit to where like if somebody's effing off offensively, I got you. If somebody's effing off defensively, I got you. And that's the difference between. And the Knicks just think they're just hot shit,
bro. I'm put this in perspective real quick. When we was playing fantasy this year, anytime anybody on the Knicks went down, on the Pacers, anybody on the time the Pacers went down, if you picked up their replacement, you still got the same production you got from their starter on fantasy. If Halliburton was down, you got CJ McConnell, you was picking the same 30 points in their fantasy.
Mr. Consistent.
If Naismith went down and you had to put Nimhard in, or the other way around, same thing. But their team, like you said, they work well together, even when the backups are taking over, bro. Like they're, I don't know if it's their coach, I don't know if it's them. They go out to a lot of outings together, they kick it together. Bro. He's a great coach. I don't know if it's just him. I don't know if they be going over to Halliburton crib and playing 2K together. I don't know what it is, bro. They're like their lineups, how they interchangeable is crazy.
No matter
bro.
how you mix match it, bro. No matter
you
how
put
you mix
them in there, they gonna find a way to work extremely well together, bro. And TJ McConnell talking about glue guys. I just want a hoop person, bro. I just want to play basketball, bro. And he's one of them, like, he one of them Steve Nash bred guards. Get punched in the mouth and still hoop. Can be bleeding and be alright. Almost get a concussion and come back and finish his free throws, bro. Like,
right.
You need somebody on your team, bro.
And
they nasty.
One last thing about the Knicks that I don't like, maybe a lot of people do, but they're starting 5 and they play every minute of every game during the season, even if they up by 25, which is, it's fine. Like, that's cool. Like, you playing every minute, you here to put on a show, that type. But at the end of the day, it's going to catch up to you at some point. That's why we have substitutions. Like, but they don't take breaks because Tom Thibodeau runs his teams into the ground. I would know because he did it to my team, and he gonna do it to this team probably too. And
I mean, I would completely agree with you, bro. You gotta find some rest for your guys.
Like, they can't be playing like 40 minutes. If you up by 20, put them on the bench. Like, I was against. I think it was the Celtics. They went up by like 15 points. In the starting 5, it was like 2 minutes left. The starting 5 was still in the game. This man sub Jalen Brunson back into the game. I'm like, bro, put him on the bench.
And the thing about it.
Go ahead, because I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad if I say what I was gonna say.
And the thing about it too, guess who was doing that throughout the season? Indy. Guess whose bench is better?
Mm-hmm.
Indy's. Why? Because they're more experienced in playing the actual fucking game.
They're more experienced in just being there in the moment, bro. Like, you have to be on the court to do this, bro.
That's why.
Otherwise,
and their bench isn't.
We just said it for Paige. If you don't play when you get out there, you're gonna have those nerves. But then after they like, oh, I can't handle this. But it's too late now.
You can't do that in the fucking playoffs. The playoffs is even more intense.
So if they get to that,
it's too late by then.
Was I already scared? Yes. Am I more scared now? Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
And if they get to that game 7 or late in this,
I don't
think they're gonna have the legs, bro. I just don't think they
don't put me in. If I ain't been in this whole time, don't put me in game 7. I'm dressed street clothes.
I'm shaking in the knees, bro.
I'm street clothes, but I'm not even getting something. Leave me alone.
They are going to be tired.
Coach, you sure you want me in? You point at me?
Oh, my legs are like jelly, bro. I can't do it.
Bro, I might throw up out there first play, bro. Walk out there in the game 7. Oh, I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
To my stomach.
So out of the East, I still say it's kind of toss up, but I'm liking Indy right now.
I agree.
Let me get a game 2 or 3.
Pacers. Just off this first game.
My storyline is, and y'all know, if nobody out there know me yet, I know that something else be going on in the league. It be some BS going on. So I know y'all be having y'all narratives. So I'm gonna go with what I think the narrative gonna be, and then what I want. I want the Pacers and the Thunder. But I know for a fact, the way this goes, the way they try to create scripts, if the Knicks win, the Timberwolves gonna win.
Oh yeah.
No.
Or vice versa.
That would be
Bro,
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No. I disagree. But if this happens, I'll gladly be like, you were right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, bro.
But no. That'll be literally insane. No.
The battle of the trade.
Come back to
the
this
battle of the trade. Yeah, we'll have to come back. That's a crazy pool, and
that is a crazy pool.
No.
All right, y'all. That has been episode, I want to say 20. We filmed last week, but because of the tornado in St. Louis, I was unable to edit it and get it up. So I'll post that at some point. I don't know when.
We got power.
We do have power, thank God.
I'm glad y'all got power. I mean, God bless, and I'm glad y'all are safe and sound, and y'all peoples are safe and sound. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
And I just was telling somebody that I said I made phone calls and everybody answered. Your home could be gone. You can make new memories. You can rebuild your home. You can't get your life back. So,
amen.
Extremely blessed.
So, I hope you guys like this episode. Let us know if you guys like the segments. I think we're going to start doing that more consistently now. And we will see y'all next week. Peace.